Hello, it's time for Saturday morning crafting here at Little Sister Chalks. I'm Luana. Welcome. I'm glad you found your way here. I hope you pop in, say hello, let me know how your weekend is going. Are you ready for the holiday next week? I'm pretty ready now. We got some wrapping done yesterday. Not going to any stores from here on out because it was already a little crazy yesterday and even a couple days before that. So if we don't have it now, we're not getting it. So that's okay. We'll make do and improvise if we need to. So today I wanted to switch gears just a little bit. I thought maybe I'd make something that would be cute for a hostess gift if you're going visiting during the holidays, but already being ready for Valentine's Day and the next holiday. So I'm going to use this new stencil that came out in our winter collection. It's called Hey Hot Stuff. It's got 6 cut apart pieces, and Hey Hot Stuff, You're a Catch, those are super cute. Something about a piece of cake, Loving You is a piece of cake, You're my bestie. And then there's 2 more pieces, Coffee is my Valentine, I can get behind that. And then I think the one I want to use today on the oven mitt is just this heart made of hearts. So the oven mitt is also Chalk Couture. It was a doorbuster during Black Friday month. One side is quilted and the other side is flat. And I'm a little afraid to ink on the quilted side. I don't know if it's going to bleed. So I'm just going to do the flat side. And I'm going to tilt you down so you can see what I'm doing. And don't mind my finger. I just don't want to unplug the camera because I've done that before. Okay, so that looks okay. Looks like you can see. And here we go. Are you ready to switch gears from Christmas? I'm kind of excited to be chalking something other than Christmas related things. Do I want it on an angle or do I want it straight? I kind of like it on an angle. I'm going for it. So I hope that you get a chance to pop in, say hello, and if you like what I'm doing, share with a crafty friend. We at Chalk Couture love to make new friends. And our best friends are our Perks members. And they get 30% off every time they shop, among other benefits. So, see, this isn't going to stick real good. I'm afraid, you guys, it's going to bleed. Yeah, it's not sticking. Maybe if I go to the flat. I didn't want to go like way up top. I can see it's going to pop off and bleed. Maybe this isn't the best idea to use on this. If I put something, I have the ink mat in there, but it's quilted, so I don't think it's gonna go through. But maybe I need something like stronger, harder. So I've got this, which isn't gonna fit, I don't think. Darn, it was the perfect shape. Yeah, maybe we can make it fit. Bear with me. I should have looked at that before I tried. Is that going to be any better? It's a little stiffer, a little stronger. Let's see. I just don't want it to bleed. I guess if it bleeds, I'll keep it for myself. I'm afraid of the sides especially. And that seems a little better. It's not giving quite as much. All right, I'm going to go for it. Fingers crossed, wish me luck. I'll use a very light hand and see. So I made some pink because I didn't have any pink ink, so I just took red and white and made this little pink color. And then I'm going to use Candy Apple Red, Love Struck, which is color of the month, or ink of the month, which I think now is sold out, and then white. So we'll just, I'm going to do the bigger ones in different colors, and then just randomly kind of put the colors around. And if it bleeds, well, I will try plan B when we get off camera and figure out Best laid plans. Sometimes things don't work. Maybe switching colors wasn't a great idea either. And I'm just using a very light hand since I am afraid it's gonna bleed on me. I'm just trying to make sure I'm all covered, and if not, well, we'll deal with that afterward. So ink takes a little bit longer to dry, so you have a little bit more time to work, which is good because I think I'm gonna need it. And I'm trying to go like from the edges in, hoping that will avoid some bleeding as well. And I'm using very little bit of ink, so this may actually take me a little bit of time. So hang out. Maybe you're still getting ready, wrapping gifts. I haven't finished decorating, to be quite honest. So that's on today's agenda. And then anything that doesn't get put out today will get put away. But wrapping is done, like I said. Shopping is definitely done. My daughter's coming Sunday, maybe tomorrow. Is that tomorrow? Lost track of days. She wants to make cookies, so we do still have that on our list to do. So we'll see. We'll see how adventurous we want to be. Alright, there's the red one. Do a white one. Maybe this one. Okay, the white's a little thicker, so that's good, I think, for this project. Maybe I should have just done all white. Although that's kind of boring. But and I don't know how well the white's going to show up on this cream color anyway, but I wanted to use different colors. So here we are. So I did open my jars early because that red ink was, I could tell was very runny. So I opened them early, tried to let them air out so that they'd thicken up a little bit. And it did seem a little bit better, so there's a little tip for you. Because ink is definitely thinner than paste. So, alright, here's some homemade pink. We'll go here. That's pretty. And that's my other tip. If you don't have a color that you want, oh, I'm not going up from the edges out on this one. Yikes. Not thinking, because I had used the white, which didn't appear to be a problem. Anyway, my tip was, if you don't have the colors you want, mix them. I always have fun mixing colors. The problem is, if I don't make enough for what I want to make, then getting that same exact color again is next to impossible. And then I'm just going to randomly, and I may have a little bit of pink on that one, and that's alright. I'm just going to deal with it. I felt that move. I think we're going to have some bleeding. And then if you mix too much, you can store it away in something covered. I like to use contact lens cases. I like to use them when I travel too, for like creams and liquids. Especially if it's a short trip and you don't need a lot. So there are lots of tips for today. in this little guy. Yeah, these hearts are too close together, and it's harder than I thought it was going to be. I have to say I'm struggling a little bit. Oh well, it is what it is. It will be fine. Oh, I don't want a red by a red, so go up here. Now we're gonna get to, like, I can't put that there, and I can't put that there. The struggle is real today. I can hear this moving on me too. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Probably not. It is quite quiet, but I can hear the stencil like picking up. So question, do you guys decorate for Valentine's? I do a little bit, put a few little things out. This year I might try to make some stuff that's more neutral, that then you can leave out all the time. So we'll see what happens. There were some really cute, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the winter release. There's some really cute stuff. Valentine's and like every day. They did a really nice job with this release. And as crafters, we're ready to switch gears, start doing the next thing. I'm gonna do one more red. This one. All right, red, I think, might be done. No, come on. Cover that. There we go. Let's go to Love Struck. So I'm thinking I will fill this to give as a hostess gift. Oh, that doesn't look like it took real great, but I'm gonna go back and fix, like, if like this red doesn't look like it went through everywhere, but I can go back and touch it up after it's dry, which I think I will do so that I don't mess up anything else. So what I was saying is I think what I'll do is fill this with like some mini tools like spatula and whisk. Maybe throw in a little cookie mix. I think that would be a cute little hostess gift. Especially for the baker, I guess. If it's more of a, they like to cook versus bake, then that doesn't really work. But you could still throw in olive oil, and a really nice olive oil, and some tools or spices. You could throw in, I don't know where else to put this guy. It's not going to be by everything else. I'm trying to think. You could throw in, I don't know. I guess you could do teas and stuff. Tea and sugar, like fancy sugar. A tea, like loose leaf tea holder. If you don't want to do bags of tea, that would work. Any other ideas? Would you like this as a hostess gift? All these questions. I hope you guys pop in and give me some answers, because I would love to know. It's always good to get opinions. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of white. This white is really thick and it's picking up the other colors, so this may be a mishmash. That's all right. The white is really thick. Holy cow. Compared to the other ones. Maybe I can get some of that off. Now I think we've got a little bit of marbling going on with this one, and maybe I will just lean into that, grab some red. And we'll just marble that one up a little bit. All right. Wipe that off. This is even thicker than like the chalk paste usually is. It's quite thick. And I know chalk paste you can water down with distilled water. You know, if it gets too thick. Ink, I guess I could try. Let's see if that works. I've never had ink this thick, and I'm picking up all the colors with this white. Oh well. Thinking maybe I'd stick my fingers in and just do marbles on the rest. You can see it's not covering there. All right, I have a few. I think I'm just gonna marble. So I'm gonna take this. I'll throw in a little bit of white over here. Throw in a little bit of Love Struck. And I'm going to get messy, because getting in there with these colors is not going to be easy. All right, so all I'm going to do is stick my finger in some of the colors. And that white is really going to... All right, and then I'm just going to come in and swish it around. And hopefully it covers okay. Just have to take my time. It's lifting. The edges were the bigger problem. I'm trying to pick up the other colors so they don't all look the same. Then I'm going to cross my fingers and lift up and show you what it looks like. There's one hiding in here. One more. I was trying not to get the other hearts that I had already done. All right, and I'm just going to lift. I usually go slow so that I can fix, but oh boy, yeah. I'll have to do a lot of fixing, because a lot of it didn't go through. And I think because it wasn't real flat, but, well, you get the idea. It didn't work the way I wanted it to. You could see lots of spaces where I'm going to have to fix. So I am going to get offline. I'm going to do that. But I want to, let me tilt you and hopefully I don't lose the camera. I want to wish you all the best this holiday season. I hope you enjoy time with your friends and family if you're doing that, or just time resting and recouping, recharging for yourself if you're doing that. But enjoy, and I will see you back here after Christmas. Bye.